come on in. Welcome to Live at 5-ish. We're only a couple minutes late, yeah.
Technical difficulties.
We have special guest Joanne today.
Hello.
We're going to talk about the news in a little bit. And we have a very special guest.
Yes, we do.
Josh Segarra from On Your Feet.
He is sitting right over here.
Hey! Here,
Off
right
camera.
here. If you didn't tune in yesterday, we are in our new office now.
We are.
So we're on a couch.
We are.
Happy birthday to you. Hi from Jersey.
Oh, my
that's a very good question from Henry.
It's coming. I'm still taking donations for my one woman Jersey Boy show. You know, we'll see. We'll see if we get enough money.
I think it should be called Jersey Girl.
Jersey Girl.
I know
yeah,
you're
we'll
not
see.
too hot on that. But...
It's always going to be in the works until it actually happens. So don't worry about that. Thank you for asking.
So let's talk about the news.
Yes,
What's been going on
today?
Talk
about the news. One of the biggest things that happened today was that Nerds canceled its Broadway premiere and it postponed it. So it was supposed to start previews in the next few weeks, and
April 1st,
it won't be happening. But the cast was tweeting photos, eating pizza, so they seem to be in good spirits. Hopefully, they're okay. It's probably a bummer, but they seem to be trying to get through it.
Especially if you're starting rehearsals and everything.
Yeah.
So apparently, there was a loss of one of their major investors, which is why they had to cancel for now. There's no word yet on if and when it would come to Broadway, but they are saying that a tour is in the works. So we'll keep our ears peeled for that.
We will.
Yeah.
We'll have info about that. Also, there's going to be a new Tangled on the Disney Channel, and Jeremy Jordan, James Monroe Iglehart, Sean Hayes, Eden Espinosa, and more people all signed on to be on that.
Yeah, lots of Broadway favorites.
Lots of
signed
Broadway
up for
favorites.
that.
And also, the movie Mandy Moore and Zachary Levi are also signed on for that. So they're going to be reprising Rapunzel and Flynn Rider.
Yeah.
And Flynn Rider, I think, is one of the best Disney.
We were having a debate about this.
We weren't sure if Flynn Rider was actually Disney Prince or if he's just like a Disney male character, like a lead. So if anyone wants to chime in and let us know if they think he's a prince, I can't.
Yeah, send in your votes for that.
Yeah, let us know.
Yeah, so you can see Zachary Levi on Broadway now in She Loves Me, and then and then you could hear him on Disney Channel.
Yep. See, that's what I thought too. I thought since he married a princess, he was a prince. So thank you for letting us know. That's what I thought. So thanks for the validation.
There we go. So John Leguizamo is going to return to the New York stage next year for the spring. So he's going to do his one-man show, Latin History for Dummies, and that's going to be at the Public.
Yes.
So that's really exciting. He's had a bunch of one-man shows on Broadway before. He's won Emmys and Tonys for that, or nominated for Tonys.
Mm-hmm.
And so this one's going to sort of explore like his observations about the lack of representation for Latin American history.
Cool.
So yeah, I mean, like that's a huge thing happening on the New York stage right now. So it's gonna be great for him to be able to speak about that too.
And it's always great to have him back on stage whenever he comes back. And another thing is that it's International Women's Day today, and Caitlin and a few other people put together a Spotify playlist. We're calling it the Work Playlist. Work. And some of the best songs on there, we have the Schuyler Sisters obviously on there. We have songs from Legally Blonde and The Color Purple on there. We have songs from Waitress on there and lots of other ones. So to get your, listen to that, celebrate the day.
Yeah, so if you have any of your favorite girl power or women power songs,
let us know what they are.
Your show tunes, let us know in the comments.
Totally.
And then also, it's Disaster's opening night tonight.
Yes, Disaster's opening very soon, like in the next couple hours.
I believe they're going to be on the red carpet in like 30 minutes.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I think they are. And we also have a new Squigs up today. It's very colorful and very fun. So check it out.
A lot of fun people on that show.
Yeah, lots of
crazy hair happening too.
Yep, and fun songs too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, so that's about it for the news. Oh, someone's singing it tonight.
Awesome, that's really exciting. You're on opening night. How cool. Perfect. Okay, well Josh is going to come and join you now.
Thanks, Joe.
Give it up for Josh Segarra, everyone.
What's up, guys? What's happening? Nice, how are you, buddy?
Good, how are you doing?
It's good to see you,
Thanks for stopping by.
Thanks for having me. Dude, I did not know that John Leguizamo was coming back to the city.
Yeah, isn't that great?
That's huge. I literally was sitting over there on the couch with like my mouth open, man. That's the best news I've heard in a long time.
Well, we're glad that you're able to find out here.
Yeah, that's good. Breaking news here at 9 o'clock, yeah.
So, like, speaking about that, like, as I was saying, like, representation is huge on Broadway, and that's such a great thing, for Hamilton, obviously, Color Purple, Shuffle Along coming up, and also for On Your Feet, telling this the story of these people. So what does it mean for you to be a part of that right now?
Oh man, it's an honor. It's kind of bigger than anything you can imagine. It's one of those things, personally, like it's one of those things that I'm inside of it, right? So So it's funny to think about being a part of that representation, I guess, that people are talking about. You know, I guess now I've, you know, been able to talk about it a few times, and I'm just really proud to be one little dot on the flag, you know, that we're painting. You know, you know, like, I wish I was. Look, I'm a kid from Orlando, Florida, that was raised on Puerto Rican food and water, you know, and I'm here, I'm telling a really important story on stage. Right. And I never dreamed that I could, you know, get to play one of the most influential Cubans that's graced our planet. So here I am. It's pretty exciting.
So what do you think it is about that story that speaks to audiences so profoundly? I
think that it's just something that covers you know, it's not a Latin story. It's a story about people. It's a story about people that care about their family and their team and what they believe in, you know, and they got told no so many times, but Amelia and Gloria, they just kept knocking on those doors, you know. So that's what's exciting about it, you know. It's my honor to be a part of it, you know.
So your audiences go crazy. I'm sure.
Yeah.
People dancing.
Yeah. We've had some fun audiences.
So what is the wildest thing that you can recall? Something from someone in the audience.
I mean, I'll give you two examples. No, I'll give you one example that matters, right?
Okay.
So this past week, there was I'll give you two. There's always different type of people. This past Saturday, we had a lady that was just dancing in the aisles of the show, but like, all right, there's dancing during like conga. And
you know, where everyone's
there's dancing, and then there was this lady who was getting down during the show, like during scenes, bro. Like literally, scenes are happening on stage, and this lady's like just kind of like in the aisles, and then to the point where she started talking to us on stage. So it was just like she was part of the show. By the second act, like I was delivering lines to her, you know, like she was fully part of our show.
There are certain shows where that probably went over.
But you know what? Yeah, dude, it was awesome, man. Like every time I came off stage, I was just laughing because she was having the time of her life. She was living, you know. And then literally 2 shows later, we had a wonderful guest in the first row, who I think she thought she was part of the show, but not in a weird way. Very much a part of the show. Like I would ask questions and she would answer them. You know, so if I'm on stage with Lee Zaret, okay, or with Omar Soprano, 2 of my buddies, you know, we have scenes together that open the second act. And there was one part, there's a part where Omar's like, then I say you have yourself a problem, you know? So he says that, and there's always like a moment, you know, a few seconds, a long beat. And he goes, I say you have yourself a problem. And this lady in the first goes, yeah, Latin people problems. And we're just like, ma'am, thank you for that, you know? Yeah, thank you. This is amazing, you know? So it was good. It was a good time. Wherever you are, ma'am, you really made a good show for us that day. That was amazing. Yeah, come back. That was the best.
So what about backstage life at the Marquee? Is it just as energetic?
Yeah, you know, that's what's cool about this show, is that we all feel honored to be a part of it, right? Because we're telling a story, like we started, that's bigger than us, you know? So everyone just feels so proud of being there. So when you have a lot of pride in your work, you know, everyone can bring that energy every day, you know? So that's what it's like back there. We're all just having a good time, drinking the cafecito, you know, getting playing some tunes, jamming out. Everyone's great over there.
Mm-hmm. So speaking of tunes, and I think someone just asked, what's going on with that recording? Because I hear you guys actually did a live recording not too long ago.
Dude, you tell me, bro. I know that we did a recording. I know that we recorded the shows on Wednesday to do a live recording. So all I know is that it's going to be pretty cool, that it's going to be a live recording of the show. So, I mean, you tell me. You're the pro here. When was the last time that a show did a live recording that was their album?
There've been a couple, but I don't think there's been one in recent history that's like actually been like a live recording of the show itself.
Yeah.
Some have had like audiences come into the recording studio.
Right. No, we had like actual
so you really
sound mixing. During the show,
yeah,
for sure. So I know it's going to be cool because some pretty important cats are mixing it. So it's going to be exciting.
So let's talk about Ana Villafane for a little bit.
Yeah, for sure. My co-star, my lady, yeah.
So you guys just have such great chemistry all throughout, and you've been working together with her for some time now.
Yeah, almost a year and a half, almost 2 years now.
Yeah. Was there any point where that process just sort of like clicked? Or like, okay,
honestly, it was right from the beginning. Like she came in and we were doing the workshop at the time. That's what we were working on, the lab, and that was we had done 2 readings before that. And she just came in, man, and like sometimes things just make sense, you know. Where honestly, I didn't know who were they gonna find to play Gloria Estefan, you know, like who could carry that, who could really make it come to life, make her come to life, and Anna's it, dude. You know, she's worked her behind off. She knows the responsibility that it comes with, and she's just risen above it. So that's what I respect. You know, if you come in and you do your work, and you take care of those around you, I'm on board. So I think from the very beginning, we've just kind of both just been like, all right, man, let's tackle this thing. You know, let's see how this goes. And I think we've done okay since then, right? I think people are enjoying themselves.
Yeah. And the two of you have been working with Gloria and Emilio from the very beginning as well.
For sure.
So, what is like the one thing that you've learned from the two of them in this process?
Man, just
the biggest thing.
I mean, yeah, exactly. A million things I've learned.
Yeah.
What's the biggest thing? Hard work. You know, like in this business, it's funny because I've never been around recording artists or people on the music side of it. I'd been around. I have a couple friends that work in it, but not to their level. You know, at the top of the game, right? So being around them and seeing the love that they have for what they do, you know, the love that they have for wanting to share their experiences with everybody around them, whether it be walking down the street, whether it be at, you know, at dinner or lunch, whether it be on the stage. They're very giving folks, you know. They're putting their lives up there on that stage, you know. So to see their humility throughout this process, to see how excited they've been, that's what I've learned, you know, that this journey's never over. I'm 29 right now, and I hope that in a couple years I still love it the same, and in a couple years after that I still want to give the same, because that's what's exciting, you know. They're out there giving their hearts to the world, and that's pretty cool.
So what would you say is, what have you learned about him that is most like you or unlike you?
I don't know what's most like me. I can tell you what I wish or hope is like me.
Sure,
that guy's all love, man. He's always just making those around him comfortable and laugh, and he just finds humor in every situation, and he believes in support and just taking care of those around you. So all I hope is that the people that are close to me, the people in my life, they feel that same way about me. I hope that when I'm around, they're a little happier. I hope that when I'm around, if they're feeling down, I can help them back up, you know, and I've got really good support around me. So I hope that I give them that same support, because they have no idea. My wife has no idea how much she means to me. My friends have no idea how much they mean to me. You know, my family has no idea how much they mean to me. That's why I'm here today, because of all of them, you know. I didn't do this thing. They did it with me, you know. So all I hope is that that part of him that I admire and that I love, maybe people can attribute that to me one day.
And if you're channeling that 8 times
if
a week.
I'm channeling that 8 times a week, I hope that I hope it at least lays on me, right? It's like a coat of armor, you know?
That's a good question from Margaret. What's your soundtrack backstage outside of Gloria?
Right now it's Leon Bridges. You know who Leon Bridges is? He's a kid from Fort Worth, Texas. He's got like a really old school R&B bluesy sound, and I love that. He's got a beautiful song called River, but it's honestly like right now it's more of that. It's more of like that stripped down raw sound. Leon Bridges, even a little Gavin DeGraw. I've been listening to, I kind of rediscovered Gavin. You know, I was listening to Sam Cooke's Change Is Gonna Come, and then I got onto Gavin's cover of it, and that led to a Spotify station of all those just gritty sounds, man. You know, those guys that are just a string and a voice, you know, and I don't know, I guess that's what I'm resonating with.
Right. And do you find that sort of like brings you down a little bit?
Yeah, exactly. I think that's the thing, is that with work, you know, with the show, you know, this schedule, you've got to get up 4 to 8 times a week. You know, you've got to make sure that you're giving 110% every time. So because we're now a few months into this run, we've now been doing the show since summer. You know, we're trying to find that new groove. So for me to find that groove during the show, it's probably to stay a little more relaxed when I'm off stage. So that's where I'm kind of sitting in, you know, getting that down and dirty. You know what I'm saying?
I gotcha.
You know what I'm saying?
So how are those shorts doing?
The shorts are doing good. I just hit the flywheel to make sure that these tree trunks stay in line. You know what I'm saying? You know?
And, what other questions do we have?
Let's see what we got here.
Fan interaction. We talked a little about that.
Yeah. Hey, all right, Hector.
There you go.
Do you stay in touch with any of the cast? Yeah, actually, I do. Dominic Colon, who played Manny Spamboni on the show, good buddy of mine. I still talk to Ricky Smith all the time. I talk to Priscilla, who played my sister on the show. She's in college now. Yeah, that was my first job That was my first job out of college. That was electric company was a learning experience, man. All of these are learning experiences, exactly. So yeah, that's the thing. You know, I had to learn a lot about myself. That was my first job where I was on a set from morning until night. You know, learning what it was like to be a part of a television cast. Learning do vocabulary on set. You know, whether it be the martini shot, whether it be all those things. So going 10-1, I don't know what any of that stuff meant, and now I know, you know. So I'll always hold a very special place in my heart with Electric Company.
So
thanks for that question. I love that. Hey, favorite ice cream flavor? Birthday cake remix from Cold Stone.
There you go.
So I don't know if it's a flavor, more like a combination, but that cake batter is fantastic, and the birthday cake remix is fantastic. Ben & Jerry's will probably go mint chocolate cookie.
Fair.
I like mint chocolate cookie.
I'm a chubby hubby person.
Oh, I love chubby hubby. That's good. But I like mint chocolate cookie because they put the whole cookie in there. You can probably get 2 whole Oreos by themselves inside the mint chocolate cookie. It's so good. Or milk and cookies, which is like the Ben & Jerry's version of, you know, cookies and cream.
Yeah.
God, I love it. Yeah. Yeah, I do know my ice cream, okay? And if you want froyo, I can go froyo too, okay? Like during the holidays, eggnog froyo, that's my jam right there, you know? I always try to go like, you can't go too topping heavy.
You want some toppings, but...
Yeah, high five out there. Yeah, you want some toppings, but you can't go full toppings, you know? Like, you can't just go topping no froyo. You gotta go solid froyo, couple of toppings. Least favorite ice cream? Coffee ice cream. I can't, and I respect it, but like, if I'm gonna have coffee, I'm gonna have coffee. And if I'm gonna have ice cream, I don't want it to be coffee, you know? That's no disrespect to any coffee ice cream lovers. But yeah, no like Java chip. None of that stuff. Nothing like Java.
So are you like a fruit topping kind of person, or more like the chocolate and like the indulgent ones?
Okay, I can be a fruit topping. Like when me and my lady go, she's real good about it. You know, Brace is like, she gets the Euro tart and she gets like the strawberries and like the mochi beans or the mochi, you know, those things, right? Because they're good, right? And then so if I'm trying to be healthy, then I'll go a flavor with like a couple fruits. Sweet tooth, yeah, sweet tooth. But if I'm normal, if I'm just chilling, then yeah, you know, I'm gonna go full on, like whether it be Butterfinger, whether it be mixing an Oreo with a Hershey on top, but it's got to be like a vanilla base with a flavored topping on top of it. You know, if we go chocolate base, then I might go like Nutella on top. You know, I got a little fancy. I said Nutella. It's not Nutella, okay? It's Nutella, if you know what I'm talking about. What new Girl Scout cookie ice cream flavors?
If there's a Samoa ice cream flavor out there, I need that.
I think I've heard about this rumor, but I didn't know that it was for sure. If you have some, I would love to taste it.
Send it to us.
Yeah. Some of it. Yeah, send it to Ryan. And I'll come by and I'll snack on it.
So you have a pretty great role right now.
I have a pretty good one.
In your originating role. But with that said, are there any roles out there that you just want to throw out into the universe here on Live at 5? If you had the chance to play, that you would just...
Oh, man. I would love if Take Me Out came back, and I would love to play Mason Marzak.
Okay.
Dennis O'Hare's role that he originated. I know that if it came out, I'd probably have to audition for Darren, for Daniel Sunyata's role, but I would really fight hard to audition for The Agent, because that role changed my life. It was the first play that I saw with my dad when I came up here to New York to look at NYU. So I think it was probably 2003, 2004. It was at the Walter Kerr, funnily enough, where I did Liz Estrada Jones, directed by Joe Mantello, who I got to work with for Dogfight. So it's a very small world in that regard. And so I'd love to play Mason. I'd love, Sunyata Take Me Out was amazing. He was the bomb. That cast was amazing. Favorite TV show right now? I just finished the 2nd season of Fargo, which is amazing. Thank you for the Dogfight compliment. Yeah, I'd love to play Mason. I mean, who else is out there? You know, to be honest, it's funny. Like, a lot of the stuff that I've seen in my life, I had a director once say, let me go back. I had a director once say, and this isn't definitive across the board. He's like, there are actors for revivals and there are actors for new works. And I thought that was really interesting, because when I see actors that I admire do revivals, it's such a specific skill set that they have, that they can recreate something that was maybe influenced by the original, but it's their own.
Right.
And I have such a reverence for actors that do that. But I found that like my creative process, I love building these things from scratch, you know? So that's what's been fun about On Your Feet is that I'm building a guy from scratch, but he exists. So I'm not building him from scratch. So it is kind of a hybrid, yeah. So it's kind of working on it because I'm going to be his first introduction to the world in this musical, you know? So we got to build him together. So when it comes to parts, you know, I've got so many parts that have influenced me over the years. You know, Lynn and In the Heights was such a big influence on me during college. You know, I saw that show like 19, 20 times.
He's in something right now, isn't he?
Yeah, I think he's in that Hamilton. It's an American history piece. And so Lynn was a big influence on me, man. You know, that cast, I get to work with Andrea Burnsdown, Eliseo Roman now, and Luis Salgado, Nina Lafarga, Marco Santana, Doreen, you know, all these cats, Ginny, the David Baida, all these are In the Heights cats, and they changed my life. So they don't know how much reverence I have for them every night that we get to go on stage together. It's really special to me.
It's great. Yeah. So we're going to wrap things up.
Let's do it.
There is one question that I want to ask you. So you actually stopped by not too long ago for an Ask a Star with Anna.
Yeah.
And there's one question that was asked that I personally don't think that you answered adequately.
Okay.
So I'm going to ask you, what borough are you in right now?
What borough am I in right now? I'm in Manhattan. Dang! All right, ask me again.
Josh, what borough are you in?
You're in Staten Island, sugar.
We got him to say it!
That's awesome. Dude, that question, you know that I thought about that for nights. And I thought it was like, because it was like, what borough are you in right now? And then it was like a hint. It was, where are you at right now? Hint, one of the 5 boroughs. So then I was like, man, was it In the Heights? And it was like leading to me to talk to In the Heights. So I was going to call you guys and be like, yo, I figured it out, man. And now look at you, dude. I figured it out right now. You're in Staten Island, sugar. That's awesome. That's awesome. I love that. Thanks,
well,
bro.
I'm so glad we got you to say that.
Thank you, buddy.
Thank you for stopping by.
Thank you guys,
Everyone,
man.
catch Josh and On Your Feet at the Marriott Marquis Theater.
Hey,
and thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching, yo.
See y'all later.
Bye.